Mm-hmm. Hello. How are you guys? How is your week going already? I am back with my sweater, which I am designing and making a pattern for it. So here how it will be looking, using 2-strand yarn. And herringbone stitch. So it is pretty thick, but it holds the shape very, very nicely. So let's get started. Let's get started. Let's get started. So I'm just gonna grab my hooks. So I am using 2 hooks. One is a 6mm. One is excuse me, oh my gosh. So one is 6mm hook, a bit thicker one, and a 4mm. I am using that for the ribbing. So this one's just to create a thicker ribbing around the wrists and for the bottom of the sweater. At the moment I am working on one of the front panels. So I just recalculated everything because I made a very huge mistake. I forgot to divide, because I'm doing like separate pieces, front and back. So I forgot to divide my measurements in half, so I was already making like a 50cm part, like front part, which is ridiculously too big. So yeah, I just recalculated everything and now I am back on track. So at the moment I'm already working, so it will be a little like a V, something like V type of neck, or yeah, so we will see how it goes. Yeah, so probably a little V neck, so something like this. So yeah, I am working on this part at the moment. So I am decreasing. I am working on decreasing. Yeah. So Let's go, let's find the yarn, untangle everything, and I am almost at finishing one of the like blue woolen yarn. So already 100 grams, almost 100 grams is used for the sweater. Yeah, I have a pretty big mess right there because I had to unravel, and unraveling with two strands of yarn, it's very hard. So that's why I'm having like this some tangling going on. And yeah, and I have two balls of yarn at the moment. So one is like what I unraveled, and another one is like a original yarn. Not very pleasing to do this. Oh Jesus, it's why it is so hard. Okay, let's start working on a couple of stitches, and then I will see how it goes. Yes. How are you guys? What are your recent projects? What are you making? What are you working on? Do you already preparing for the winter? Because I already started doing that. Now it's a bit weird to work on the sweater because it's still like Again, we have very hot temperatures going outside, so yeah, it is somehow not very right to work with the wool and mohair. It still feels like summer, but yeah, basically any day it can change and become a very deep autumn looking weather. I love how the pattern is looking. Now I say that herringbone stitch looks the most like the closest to knitted stitch, because it creates like those like V's, like a fishbone, but yeah, it creates like chunky knitted looking stitch, so that's very cool. So I'm very in love at the moment with this stitch. I am a very hot mess with the yarn at the moment. We have this thing going on, and it's 2 strands of yarn, not a single one, so shoot. It's not looking very good. I could like cut and untangle it, but I can see that it's like in different levels, like the yarns are not going like equally, so yeah, it would be very hard to attach them. No, that's awful. And it looked like it's not that tangly, or maybe I just figure it out. Yay, I think I did it. Yay, that's good. We can carry on with the crocheting. So crocheting includes a lot of different movements, or like how you could say, like includes a lot of different things, like untangling the yarn, unraveling the project which you made like for a couple of hours already, and redo it again. not knowing how to count. Yeah, lots of stuff. Lots of different stuff. Somehow look very weird because my hair is like with the hair clip, and from here my face somehow looks a bit different shape. So, as I have already said before, if you think that you are already not a beginner anymore, it's the same thing with the knitting as well. If you think you are not a beginner anymore, you don't need to try something very hard, like to make a very hard project. You can just try and use different yarns, like different combinations. For example, as I am using two different strands of yarn together, it is like working with the different yarns, making a bit harder. So yeah, and there are a bunch of different yarns, like fluffy, hairy, like the textured yarns. So you could try to use those in a project, and then you will see that you don't need a very like hard project to make it like challenging, to be it more challenging. So yeah, that's what I realized actually in the past few weeks, that it might be much harder working with the different yarns than you are used to. So yeah, try it and you will see by yourself that to make at least like a simple shoulder bag, like very very simple, the simplest pattern, but using yarn which is like very textured, fluffy, or like a boucle which has like I don't know, like this kind of different texture on the main like yarn, on the main strand of yarn. So yeah, give it a go, search for a different, like a very interesting yarn, and try work a simple project with it. It is nice to make to have this, to incorporate something different, not that usual cotton, like simple twisted, like twisted yarn. So yeah, go on a search for different interesting textured yarns. Alright, so here I am at the ribbing, so I'm changing the hook. So I am constantly trying not to lose that tiny mohair strand. Because it keeps hiding behind the thick yarn, so usually I cannot see if there are two strands or only one. I am usually a pencil grip girly when I'm talking about the crochet, so I'm usually holding my hook like this, but for this pattern especially I am doing knife grip. So now I am thinking, after making the sweater only holding my hook like a knife, I might become a knife grip girly. So I guess this is the most common style of holding the knife, isn't it? How you are holding your crochet hook, because I saw a lot of crocheters holding a hook like this, more usual than the pencil grip. So how are you holding yours? Or you have another technique? Somewhere I saw that they are doing everything with the, like if you're right-handed, you're holding the yarn in left, and they are like doing everything with the left somehow. So that looks kinda interesting, so I would go like this and then pull, yeah. But maybe enough of trying new techniques while crocheting. Now it's taking a lot of time to untangle my yarn, then to crochet. So while working this pattern, I always try not to like extend the loop, which is like the initial hook, like the first or the last loop on the hook. So this is going pretty tight, but after inserting and pulling like that third loop of that almost half double crochet, herringbone half double crochet, so you want to be it a bit like extended to be it taller. So you see how this is like not very, it is tight around but not like super tight, it still can like move, but this one is tall. So this for me creates nicer finish because the stitches here are like tighter, but here we need that extension, so it helps with that. Alright, so I have 2 stitches left, so I am doing a decrease here. So I will go into one and then go on right. Okay, I'll take this out. I lost somewhere all my stitch markers. I cannot find them anywhere. So I'm using this safety pin. So right, and for the ink decrease, I am going again, pulling a loop and go through all the loops and chain one. So it is already like starting to go down. So this is like one, and this is already going a little bit down. I have just a few rows left for this side, so yeah, it will drop somewhere here and it should be perfect. Maybe it will end up being even this almost rounded look, so this works for me. I don't have a like specific preference for the color. We'll see how it goes because it's my design, so I can like adjust the things how I want it to be, and yeah, and give it to you the final project of whatever color it ends up with. You can change it, of course, if you don't like. Everything is adjustable in crochet world, basically anything. If you're already not a very beginner, you basically can make your own, everything adjust to your own liking. Alright, so I already did a chain of 1, so now I am turning the project. I am turning the project, but in the meantime I will measure how much I already have in here. I have 24-ish. I need 27, almost 27. So just a couple of rows left, as I said. Alright, so we're gonna working now again. So first I will make just a simple stitch, and then the neck for the next ones I will do degrees. So you basically cannot see. There's the decrease is not very visible. It's just like it is here, so it's like connected a bit closer, these two like diagonal stripes. But yeah, all in all is like pretty seamless, I would say. So that's very good, because it is like decreases, it is happening like here around the neck, so it's good that it's not visible because it is at a very visible place. What the heck? Oh, excuse me. Hello guys, how are you? How's your week going? It's already Tuesday. Yeah, and I recently started going to the kickbox workouts. I like self-defense and kickbox combined, so that's very interesting. It is way more interesting than going to the gym actually, and I think that I work more over there because it's like combined cardio with like punching techniques, so that's very nice. That's very nice because now some muscles are working that usually in the gym like you're not doing them that often. So yeah, that's now it's like very interesting. So I have free workouts during the week, so it is going intense. I am sore always, so yeah, if you want to try something different, definitely go to some kind of kickboxing workouts. It's very fun and it's only for ladies, so it's like very nice community out there as well. interesting. Oh, okay. I need to stretch out my fingers a little bit. Papigėlė. Man atrašė. Sako, arba šiandien 9, arba rytai 11. Tai sakau, rytai 11, nes jau šiandien mums 10 valandų. Rytais dar pasikrinsiu, ar Austrija time. Aha. Hi, how are you guys? Yes, I think for today that is it. I will join in definitely for a longer session tomorrow. So please hit that subscribe button that you could join in upcoming live streams and crochet with me together. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and yeah, goodbye.